Greetings and salutations, good people. My name is O.J. James Bush Jr. This is OJB Cooking. Today we're going to catch a flight on over to India, and we're going to make my take on an authentic Indian chicken curry. Authentic. I like Indian food. I like, just the array of different spices that they use. We'll get into a lot of those today. We're going to make ourselves our own curry powder. So what we're going to need? We're going to need an array of different spices. Of course, salt. But we also going to need some dry mustard, black pepper, cayenne pepper, garam masala, paprika, cardamom powder, cardamom powder, turmeric, cumin, ground coriander seed, ground cinnamon. We're gonna need some tomato puree. Some people use tomato paste. Some people use fresh tomato. I like the color and the texture that the tomato puree gives it. We got a Serrano Pepper, you know what I mean, just to add a little something in there. We got some ginger, of course, a staple in most Asian food cuisine. We have just some parsley and some cilantro, also known as coriander. We also gonna need some onion. I use red onion because it's just my favorite onion. You can use white or yellow onion, I'm sure. And then of course, we're gonna need some good old chicken. I use chicken thighs because that's just my preference. You can use chicken breast, but I'm a thigh guy myself. And then of course you're gonna need some rice to serve it up with. Again, this is my take on an Indian curry. I would imagine that I would probably get two different reactions, from my Indian brethren. Some would roll through and be like, what, you working with something, that young man, I see what you're getting at. And then some people be, nah, all wrong. Both of those reactions are legit, but let's get on into it. As always, come on with me.
Alright, now the first thing we're going to do is chop us up some cilantro and some fresh parsley. Just go do a quick rough chop on both of these. We're going to chop up some green onion as well, same thing, rough chop. That's because they just for garnishing, so not necessarily going in the dish. Alright, we got a Serrano pepper. We're going to do a little bit more of a fine chop on that one. That one's actually going into the dish while in preparation. Got some fresh ginger, always a staple. We just scraped it off real nicely. Got ourselves a good old purple onion, peeled it up real nice. I even pull off an extra layer, hate that first layer. Finally chop these. Look at that, tucking the fingers, not tucking the fingers, tucking the fingers, not tucking the fingers. I'm trying to, I'm working on it. My fingers are intact. Claw, look at me, tucking the fingers, tucking the fingers. Y'all see me. Alright, you want your onions finely chopped. Alright, we got some ground coriander going in first. We're gonna do a half a tablespoon of cumin. We're gonna do ourselves a half a tablespoon of turmeric. Alright. We got some cardamom, and we're about to mess up a bit. We put way too much cardamom at first, but we did go back and adjust. Hold tight. Got some ground ginger. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of the ground ginger. Got some dry mustard. Also do a 1/4 teaspoon. Got some black pepper. Did about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the black pepper. That might have been 1/8 of a tablespoon. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right, we have fixed our cardamom. We ended up using 1/8 of a teaspoon of cardamom. Ended up using a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and we're going to use ourselves a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And we're going to set this to the side. Move on to our chicken. We've already washed and trimmed our chicken. We're going to add a little olive oil, some black pepper, some salt, and then we're going to add in just a spice blend, just to bring it on. Well, actually, hold on. We're going to add in some ginger and some garlic. My bad, forgot about the ginger and the garlic. Get that on in there. And then we got a spice blend. We got some turmeric, paprika, cayenne, and garam masala. And then let the fingers go. Alright, a little bit more olive oil to loosen things up. Just making sure it all sticks. And into the hot, and with the olive oil we go. saute these boys. I took a different method. I cooked my chicken separate. If you watch people cook curry chicken, they usually cook it together. I like a nice little char on my chicken. Give me a little texture. You see that? That's what we're going for. We're gonna flip this on over. Keep these nice and cooked. Not trying to go too hard. Alright, we'll take them over here, chop them up real quick. Make quick work of that real quick. Same pan, that is important. A little olive oil. Add a little butter. Swirl it. That's enough. And we're gonna drop our onions in. Now we're gonna let these saute on now. Now it's very important. We're gonna throw a little salt here, by the way. A little salt, help loosen things up. But then we're gonna saute these now. You want to make sure you saute these things on down. You want them nice and brown. If you don't hit this step, your curry won't come out, with the appropriate flavors. I mean, all of the spice and stuff will be there, but this flavor won't be there. Go add in some ginger and some more garlic, as you guys can see. We're gonna mix that around as well. Let that start to saute also. Yeah, look at that color. And now we're going to add our tomato puree. Very important. Probably add about 3-4 tablespoons of that. We got our curry blend. We're just going to dump that right on in there. Right on in there. Give that a nice stir. Smell that? Ooh, that's smelling good. Paste going. Throw our chicken in here, and from here we're just gonna start to mix, and you'll see me add water periodically. I would imagine I probably added about a half a cup of water. Add as much as you like. There go my Serrano peppers. Add as much water, as little water as you like. I wanted mine to be a little bit more loose. I probably could have got a little bit more loose, but I didn't want to go too loose because I know I still need to add my heavy cream. Let this simmer on out for a bit. Then we're gonna add heavy cream. I probably did about, we'll say about somewhere between a fourth and a half a cup. Probably more closer to the fourth of a cup. And as you can see, look at that color. The color's coming together. If you're familiar with Indian curry, that should look very familiar to you. Le plate. Get that on there. Yeah. Sprinkle with a little fresh parsley, a little fresh coriander or cilantro, and then some green onions. And we in the game, baby. Yeah. Look at it. It's beautiful. Yeah, get a good look at it.
All right, good people. Moment of truth. Time to test it out. See what it do. That's on point. That is on point. Definitely happy with the way it turned out. I ain't never cooked no Indian dishes ever. And this turned out really, really good. Behold, I don't know if it'll pass the authenticity test with my Indian brethren, but I'd be willing to put it up to the test. You feel me? You feel me?
As always, good people, I appreciate you stopping through. Do me a favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and if you happen to try this out, jump into the comments, let me know how it turned out. Peace.